I am the surgeon, Dr. Straightbone.
I am the anesthesiologist, Dr. Passgas.
Are you going to perform the anesthesia for my surgical cases today?
Yes, I have been assigned to your room.
We have quite a few cases. Can you help move things along?
You can certainly count on me.
You won't disappear and hide in between cases, like the others.
No, but I often turn off my pager because the sound is annoying. I'm sure you'll be able to find me.
How long does the patient need to be fasting before you can safely administer a general anesthetic?
8 hours. Anything less is very dangerous because of the risk of aspiration pneumonitis.
What do you mean?
Extensive study has shown that induction of general anesthesia as long as 7 hours and 59 minutes after a meal is associated with a mortality rate of 90%. Whereas waiting a full 8 hours drastically reduces the mortality.
Then why do you make patients fasting after midnight for a 7:30 a.m. start?
That's irrelevant. Really?
Well, you need to keep the room temperature elevated.
Yes, of course. No more than 100 degrees. You are aware of the risk of hypothermia?
Yes, but these are short cases and we don't cool the room. And the patients are covered with blankets and thermal heating units.
If the patient's temperature starts to go below 37.4 degrees, the mortality goes up to about 90%. Before the invention of the bear hugger, the mortality rate in the recovery room was almost 100%. Now that we keep the room temp at 100 degrees, the survival rate from anesthesia has markedly improved.
I see. Can you start the IV before the patient gets to the operating room to save time?
Not really. We find that doing things in advance, or concurrent with other tasks related to induction greatly increases mortality, sometimes up to 90%. But by moving very slowly, pausing between tasks, verbalizing a lot, doing one thing at a time and moving very slowly, we can decrease the mortality of anesthesia greatly.
Do you ever fall asleep during the cases?
Not as much. Now that I sleep at night with BiPAP. By the way, is it okay if I place a regional block? The patients love it.
How long will I have to wait around while you put the block in?
Oh, not long at all. Maybe about 1 minute. I've seen blocks placed before.
No, it's really not necessary.
By the way, I go home at 3 o'clock, so we probably won't be able to start any cases after lunch in case we don't finish in time. We can add them on for the on-call team.
How can you make any money if you don't do a lot of cases?
I get paid the same regardless of how many cases I prevent, cancel or delay.
You're a real pro. Do you have any psychomotor skills?
No. That's why I chose anesthesia.
Can I speak with the chief of anesthesia?
I am the chief of anesthesia.
Great.